through, and you've heard me waffling on about me all the time, my anxiety, my depression, my this, my that. But it's good to get these things off your chest. But what I wanted to do today is actually talk about diet, because I'm a big Weight Watcher person, and I've been on a Weight Watcher plan now for months and months and months and months, and I actually had my 50 pound weight loss award this week. That is one definite milestone that I've accomplished. So it has not come without hard work, commitment. But the most important thing is to have a well-stocked cupboard. Now there's things in the cupboard that we gotta have as essentials. First thing I suggest you do is clear out all the chocolate biscuits, the cheeses, things that are gonna tempt you. What's the first thing you do when you open a cupboard? You have a look what you want to eat. Oh, I know my fridge is a bit empty at the moment, but you go, oh, there's cheesy dunkers, and there's burgers, and there's all this wonderful stuff. There's chocolate puddings, and oh wow, I know my fridge is looking a bit sad. You have to go to the store to get a weekly supply. But if those things are in the cupboard that are going to tempt you, best thing to do is get rid of them, so you're not tempted, and you can change things over. Right, so one of my favorite things is this stuff: cheese. That's one of my favorite cheeses, and that was because it was on offer and I had to buy it. But I do get tempted to pinch a bit of that. I tried to replace that then with things like goat's cheese, because I know goat's cheese is good for me. I put that in salads. It's got a long shelf life. I buy some little nibbles. These are little treats. These are little treaty size nibble bars of cheese. This is an applewood. This is really nice. I have a little treat of that, but I allow myself to have a treat. I'm not cutting it all out altogether. Again, things like milk. I've switched my milk to skim milk, to almond milk. I've also got soya milk, which I've drunk it all at the moment, unfortunately. We've switched our diet drinks over to diet cans. I limit myself to those in the week. I don't drink as many as I used to now, which is good. Things like preparing salads. I cut some peppers and I cut onions up ready, and sometimes if I want a little bit of onion, and I'll eat that because I quite like onions, and I know onions is really good for staying off colds and stuff. Good for the throat. It's really good. Onion is really good. Anyway, store essentials. Let's have a look what we got in the cupboard. Juice is a good one. That's a good one. If you haven't got any lemons, that's really good. I got a little bit of seafood and fish seasoning. That's just a mixture of all different things. Fennel seeds is really good. Fennel seeds for chicken. Wow, what a fantastic additive that is. I've got my Cajun, my cayenne peppers, and my chili powders in there, and my curry powders and my cumins. That's all for when I make homemade curries, like chicken tikka masala and madras, which I freeze. I got some chicken seasoning then, which just flavors up the chicken to stop it being so bland. I've got crushed chilies. I got some piri seasoning. Again, some more chili powder. I got ground ginger, garlic granules, smoked paprika, turmeric. I got some, I know it says mixed herbs, but it's actually sunflower seeds. I got garlic, onion granules, more paprika, all the parsleys and oregano and thyme and all that type of stuff. I've also mixed some of my own spice blends by mixing a few of these different things together. Just makes for a more interesting, or something like, if we're going to put chicken together, it makes for more interesting chicken. The other thing I've done is I actually make myself my own cakes now. I actually make myself some my own muffins, and these muffins are made, these particular ones are made with a gluten-free flour, but I use almond flour as well. I'll show you in a minute now. Or coffee even. So I make them and I put them safe. Let me put them back in the, let me just put them back safe in the fridge. There we are, put them back in the fridge. I can have one of them with my tea later. So I got some almond flour. There we go, almond flour. I've got some baking powder there for helping out the rise. Got sea salt. I got some brown sugar. Pasta's always a good one. These are all gravy granules and seasonings. I got some Parmesan cheese, peppers, basils, oregano. I got some ordinary flour. I got soy sauce. I've got pestos. Here I've got some cranberries, which are really nice on breakfasts and salads. I got sunflower seeds. I got some chia seeds, and you can see some goju berries, and there's walnuts and all these other things that I've run out of, but they are there. But saying all that, you've got to have some treats as well. We got some little treats here. These are quite high in points, but because I'm on Weight Watchers, we buy these things, which are 2 points each. Look, so you know we can have a little treat as well. It's good. You've got to have a little treat. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. I have fish at least 3 times a week. I use this stuff then in my water just to flavour it. As summer fruits. That is, there's no points in that. So it's diet. It's brilliant. If I fancy a tin of beans, look at the size of the tin of beans I'm buying now. Look at these. I can have one of them on some toast if I wanted to. I got black beans. I got chickpeas. These are for my son and my grandson. Hot dogs are for my son and my grandson. I got some Weight Watchers soups there. I got some chopped tomatoes. You need some sweet corns and stuff like that. So, what I'm gonna say is keep a well-stocked cupboard, because when you can get a recipe book like this one, happens to be the Weight Watcher one, all your cupboard essentials then for all these wonderful recipes. You'll have all the ingredients there. Yes, it's not cheap to start, but what is? At the end of the day, it's an investment to your health, and that's the important thing. Look at the fantastic meals you can actually create with just a cupboard full of essentials. So, have a go. Get a nice recipe book. Get all these essentials. Flavour your chicken. What I do is I buy big packs of chicken breast. I smash them up. I put them in a bag. I smash them up. I flatten them down, and I put some seasonings in them, and then I can just put them on a George Foreman griddle, and I can have different flavoured chickens instead of bland chickens. So I'll show you how to do that in another video. But that's another good investment, is one of these things, a George Foreman grill. Very well used. I cook salmon and all other types of fish on there. I cook my meats on there. I've even been known to do mushrooms and things on there. So there you go. And also fruit. It's just looking quite sad at the moment, but got a nice range of fruit. So what I'll do on the next video is we'll go around to my supermarket, and I'll pick up some things and put them in, and you know, I think that's a good idea, is to show you what I actually buy as far as diet is concerned. And the other thing is planning your meals. Plan your diet, your weekly food, your breakfast, your lunch, your evening meal, your snacks. Plan them. Have a plan. You've got to have a plan. If you don't have a plan, then you'll tend to pick. But if you keep your protein levels up and your carbohydrates right, so have a nice balance of everything. Have a balance of all your normal fats. You're trying to avoid saturated fats, but trying to keep natural fats. You can have saturated fats. There's no saying you can't. But everything's got to be balanced. If everything is balanced and you work into the plan, whatever plan you're on, whether it's Weight Watchers or keto or whatever, I'm not biased in any way. Whatever plan you stick to it. But make sure that you write it all down and you plan your meals, and you will win. You will win. Okay, I'll talk to you again. Bye.